With us at the moment, the Twin Cities Heart Walk is coming up this Saturday at Target Field. It's one of our big annual events. It's an opportunity to improve our health by walking and raising awareness to help fight heart disease and stroke. And joining us is a Heart Walk team captain from the U.S. Bank team, John Bradley. Thanks for being here, John.
Thanks, Keith.
For a lot of folks, especially for team leaders like you, this is just more than this is a fun charity. This helps some people. Let me go out and help. This always comes back to a personal reason, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Sorry, I get a little choked up.
No, by all means, it's okay.
In my case, it's my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was a true survivor.
Mm-hmm.
He lived for 17 years with someone else's heart beating inside him. He survived passing out in an emergency room, being brought back to life by defibrillators, saw a public service announcement, went to the hospital one time for his first heart attack, realized that was his symptoms, did something stupid, smoked a cigarette in front of the hospital, but went in and got great care and lived for a number of years.
Well, let's back up a little bit then. You said that, because he's only recently passed away in the past 5 years.
Right.
But his first heart attack, that first issue that he had goes back almost 40 years, right?
Right.
Back to the early 70s. You mentioned that he had seen a public service announcement. That's the only way he knew what was going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was watching the news, and I was there with him. I remember being at the dinner table, and he said, wow, those symptoms are what I'm having. And
so it was through outreach, and it was through just getting knowledge out there that he was able to make it past that incident.
Absolutely.
Now, let's come forward a little bit. And, you know, I still think modern times is the 90s. But I guess in terms of medical technology, that's almost ancient history. And that's when he got his heart transplant, right?
Right, 1992.
And so, and that was successful, obviously.
Yes.
And he went for how long again?
17 years.
Until just about 5 years ago or so. Now, were you involved with the Heart Association while he was still here?
No.
It was only after his passing?
Yes.
What was the trigger mechanism then that got you involved? Was it his passing?
Yes.
Yeah. You worked for U.S. Bank?
Yes.
And you helped organize their Heart Walk team?
Yes, I did.
Let's talk a little about that for a little bit, all right?
Well, I mean, I got involved maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
3 or 4 years ago. Started my own team, just raised about $1,000. Then told my story, and people within the bank asked me to become even more involved in kind of leading the bank team. And last year I co-led it along with Dan Spiller, who's one of our senior guys, and he and I led it. And then this year was asked to lead it on my own, and really just to help raise awareness and continue the effort on behalf of U.S. Bank. We expect that we'll raise somewhere north of $100,000 this year.
Holy cow. That is amazing right there. That is a large chunk of change for one organization. You guys have been one of the top sponsors locally because of that, and with all that input in there. 20th anniversary of the Heart Walk.
Right.
It is coming up when?
Saturday.
I knew that. You know why? Because I want to be there on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday early in the morning. I think gates open at 7.
It's at Target Field.
At Target Field.
And it really is, it's almost like a party atmosphere, isn't it, there?
It is, it's a blast. You know, we're hoping that Captain Shield, our mascot, will win the mascot race. I know.
That is always fun to watch. Although Peter Peacup, for some reason, is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Petey, we want to beat Petey. That's kind of the goal.
I think everyone does at some point. What can viewers do if they're interested in making a team? Because you don't have to have a direct connection to get in here. If you're moved, if you have neighbors, or if you just need to take care of something, people don't have to be part of a corporate team by any stretch.
No, there's both community teams, individual teams, and corporate teams. And you can just go to the Heart Walk website and sign up. It's really simple.
And we have links to that, of course, on our website at myfox9.com. Well, John, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. Again, a very long life for your dad after those initial things. It was through events like this. It was through outreach programs, and it was through just getting information out like this that he was able to live an extra practically 40 years and be with you for a much longer period of time. That would have been a much different history for you otherwise.
Absolutely.
And I'm very glad that you're with us here this morning. John Bradley joins us from the U.S. Bank team. The Twin Cities Heart Walk is Saturday, May 31st. That, of course, is this Saturday. It's at Target Field. Registration is free and begins at 7 a.m. And you can find out more on myfox9.com. And just on a personal aside, Kelsey Carlson from our evening show and I will be there. We've been part of this for, in one way or another, for over 10 years, back when it was a small event, even at the Mall of America, and it grows from year to year, expecting more than 20 or 25,000 walkers this year alone, and it's great to see that many people. Even if you haven't signed up to walk and you're just interested, come out to Target Field. You'll be able to get in Target Field for free, take a tour, see some of the booths that are out there, learn a little bit about it, and maybe that'll move you to start a team for next year. I'm off my soapbox now. Well, just about every major